just over 30 pounds. Alright, so here's the infamous arches here at the approach trail to the Appalachian Trail. Springer Mountain being the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, 8.5 miles from here, so none of this really counts. And then another 2,100 miles to make it to the northern terminus at Mount Katahdin. So we're here at Amicalola Falls, about to go through the arch and start the long hike uphill, see Amicalola Falls, and then see how far we get tonight. It's almost 1 o'clock, so we'll see how much we can get done today before it gets dark. Alright, here we are, starting off on the approach trail to Springer Mountain. We got to go up Amicalola Falls first. So we're in Amicalola Falls State Park right now. And here's the first couple of steps. Alright, so we got our first blue blaze. So we want to keep an eye out for the blue blazes and make sure they're on the trail. Once we get on to the Appalachian Trail tomorrow, likely we'll see the first white blaze. So the Appalachian Trail then is marked by white blazes. Now I'm only bringing a little bit of water. I'm bringing about half a liter water to get to the top of the falls. When I get to the top of the falls, there's a stream that feeds the falls, and that's where I'll pack up water, probably get to the next 5 to 8 miles. But right now there's no point in carrying a bunch of water all the way up these stairs to the top of the falls. Sorry, Heather. I was going to bring you home a souvenir. Getting up there. Strenuous? I like strenuous. So I missed the sign, I guess, coming up. The second sign, it was another 425 steps. Whew. So, I don't know, I guess 175 plus 425, 600. It's not too bad. All right, and we carry onward. Here's a nice little walk here. Still on the approach trail, a little bumpy. There are other people out here. All right, so I just stopped at this water source. I'm a little bit past the top of Amicalola Falls, and I only brought like a smart water bottle worth of water up all those stairs. So now I just loaded up with about 2 liters. So my pack's about 4 pounds heavier. So nice water source here. Filtered it and treated it. I did learn something the hard way. I am basically pumping my water from my Sawyer into my hydration bladder through a little connector valve. While that works awesome, if you don't have your bladder 100% sealed, the water just dumped right into my backpack. So I had to take everything out of my pack. I had probably 2 cups of water sitting in the bottom of my backpack. Dump everything upside down, get my microfiber towel out, and try and absorb what I could. So sure, it'll all dry really fast, and then had to restart the process again. So a little time delay, but a little learning curve. I'm sure I won't make that same mistake twice. So we're pushing onward, approach trail. I think got about 7 miles to Springer. Check in later. All right, so I'm about 3.7 miles in. I kind of had to force myself to stop because I've just been heads down hiking, trying to make up some time for my little mess up at the water source there. It is absolutely beautiful out here, and things are really starting to green up. I'd imagine, I don't know, 10 days ago, it might not even been this green. So I'm doing pretty good. I just had to have my first experience with Body Glide, so I'm hoping that will help out. A little TMI, but I have a little bit of chafing going on. I think mostly because my pack got so wet and it was dripping down the back of my legs. But otherwise, things are doing good. I feel pretty good. No foot pain, no hot spots, no knee pain really. I had a Snickers a while back, so that kind of gave me an extra boost. But just had to take a break to address that little medical item before it got worse. So anyway, just wanted to take a little footage and take it in a little bit. Okay, I'm at 4.4 miles on the trail. I just thought I'd take a break, get a little snack, rehydrate. I'm also drying my shirt off over there. It's a little campsite here, still on the approach trail at about, again, I'm about 4.5 miles. So not too bad, and I guess a little over 2 hours also drying my bag out a little bit. It's sitting over there in the sun. All right, signage. Of course, following the blue blazes. So Springer Mountain, 3.4 miles. Or you can go to the hike in, have a nice shower, a bed. 1 mile that way. And I'm gonna forge on. So I just came up a beast of a hill. I call them hills, they're mountains. Hills are what we have in Florida. So actually this probably is a hill. Haven't seen a real mountain yet. All right, forging on. Sorry for the heavy breathing, but I get winded coming up those hills. Nice to see some green. All right, this is no joke right here. So I'm coming down this mountain, and I almost think the downs are worse than the ups, but just lots of rocks. So every step taken is very careful. So I don't get as winded, but I can feel it beating up on my body coming down the coming down. So the trekking poles definitely are helpful, but this is some rough stuff. Okay, so I just came down from, I don't know, 3,500 feet. I'm about 3,100 right now. I'm at Nimblewill Gap. So I just came down from 3,400 feet, 3,500 feet to 3,100, and I'm about to turn around and go right back up. I think up to the top over there. So I'm gonna have a quick snack, get some energy, and then tackle that next elevation change. It's tough, but it's fun. I'm loving it. So, not even a few minutes after that stop in Nimblewill Gap, I ran out of all my water in the hydration pouch. So I've already drank 2 liters of water, close to it. Thankfully, I have a whole nother smart water bottle full, so that should get me to the next water source. But I'm still climbing this. But man, it is just beautiful. It's nice to have all the green ground cover. I think it's gotta be kind of new ground cover. All the leaves are kind of small, but it is it's just beautiful. So that's where I'm going, that way. So better push on so I can see how far I can get before dark. All right, so I'm heading down to Black Gap. Stopped for a minute to fill up some water from the spring here. You hear the spring at Black Gap's kind of a hike uphill. So anyway, I got my 2 liters of water here, nice and cold. I got my Aquamira chemicals sitting. It's got to sit for about 5 minutes to activate. But pretty much just come down here to the spring here. See if I can not wipe out walking down here. And pretty much just hold the opening of that right up underneath the water running out there. It's just coming right out of the side here. The spring. I wouldn't be surprised if it just goes right down to the Black Gap. So, just waiting for the chemicals there. In the process of getting down here, the trail's up there. And right there where the trail goes. And I was coming down here. For some stupid reason, I thought just leave my trekking poles up there. One little thing. And as soon as I put them down, I took the first step, I wiped out. Right on my butt, my hand. I don't think I have any injuries. Kind of fell on my pack. So, anyway, learning these lessons kind of the hard way, but don't make the same mistake twice. So I'm gonna pump this water into my bag and get going. Here I am at Springer. I am wiped. And right here's the marking for the Appalachian Trail. Got the sun in my eyes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm wiped. So, the southern terminus, Appalachian Trail. Springer Mountain, elevation 3,782. Goes all the way from Georgia through 14 states to Maine. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of it. All right. I'm gonna try and get to the shelter. I think it's just a couple 100 yards away. Set up camp and get some food cleaned up. And I'll be back here to start tomorrow morning, get some more photos before I head off. All right, all the food is hung for the night. Everybody's bear bags. Find the silver one there. Down here is shelter. Say hi, Paul, you're on video. So here's the shelter. There's people sleeping in there. And this way to the camping and water. There's my tent. And somebody else is sleeping on the floor there. And then down this way is the water source. Maybe I can film that tomorrow. And then, right here through the woods, over there, there's the prairie. Here you use the bathroom. Here's the shelter. So everything's kind of all together. Alright, so I
Made it to Springer Mountain last night. It was a tough afternoon. Started Amicalola Falls at 1 o'clock, got to Springer just after 6 p.m. So did the 8.8 miles in just about 5 hours. So had a pretty good night last night. Had some nausea. Just a couple of hours and just couldn't fall asleep. But finally passed, and then I got some good sleep. About 7:30 now. We had some rain late this morning. But hear the birds chirping. Like, get out of the tent now and kind of see what's going on. Get some breakfast. Oatmeal is on the menu. And probably won't get moving and get out of here until about 9. But anyway, I'm gonna set up here in the tent. Stayed dry with all the rain, so that's good news. I think the little thing of my shirt and stuff from yesterday hasn't dried yet, so I put up a clothesline and try and get those to dry out before we get going today. Alright, I'll check in later.
Alright, so we're still here at Springer Mountain. Kind of slowly packing up things to get going for the day. So it's about maybe 8, a little after 8 o'clock. But I know a lot of people ask me about the bathroom situation. So at most of the shelters, about every 8 or 10 miles, we've got the privy. And I don't know what's better, going in the woods or in the prairie. But I'll give you a quick little peek here. Yeah, nothing exciting. Not a place you want to spend a lot of time. But that's the privy. And here's the shelter up there, right there. And our water sources down that way. So anyway, that's the privy. That's where the bathroom is. Alright, so first day jitters are out of the way. Just came down Springer Mountain. It's about a mile to come down, and now I'm pretty much just making my way along the trail. It's warm outside when the sun is through the trees, but it looks like I'm kind of entering into a canopy here, so I got a little more shade. So really more pleasant. And it looks like we have a little bifurcation in the road here, so, or in the trail. One goes to the Benton McKay Trail, the other one we're going on Appalachian Trail. So, chugging along here. Goal is to make it to Mountain Hawk Cabin. That's about 8.5 miles today. Really should be no problem because a lot of it is descending. Not a lot of climbing of mountains today. But try and kind of take some time. I probably need to slow down my pace a little bit. I'm kind of still at the same pace I was yesterday to really try and make it in time. So I'm going to try and slow down a little bit, enjoy a little bit more of the nature, take some longer breaks. I think there's some cool waterfalls coming up today, so maybe I'll stop and shoot. Maybe I'll even take my shoes and socks off and put my feet in, if that's possible. So, chugging along here, doing great, feel good. My left knee bothering me just a little bit on the descents. Other than that, feeling real good, staying hydrated, and took my vitamin I this morning. ibuprofen. Hopefully that just kind of helps along the day. So I'll check in with you later. All right, so we got our first little official crossing here to the river. I got you on camera if you fall. This is a crew ahead that camped last night, so I just caught up to them. So we'll probably hike along most of the day together. All right, looks like I need 2 hands to get across this, so check in later. All right, we've done about 4.4 miles today, and this is Three Forks. This is basically where a couple of rivers come together: the Chester River and Stover Creek, I think. Oh, it feels so good up here. Nice and cool. So, there's a couple of people I'm hiking with. We were just taking a break real quick. So it's really, really pretty out here. I almost want to go swimming. So everything's going good today. No issues. We're, I guess, more than halfway to where we're going today. So we probably need to slow down and kind of appreciate some things. So I'll check in with you later. All right, we're at Gooch Mtn Shelter tonight. We hiked from Springer Mountain today, stopped at a cool little river, soaked our feet, and then we went on to some waterfalls, which was really awesome. We got all washed up there, and we had our lunch there, so that was really cool. So there's the shelter there behind me. A couple of people staying in there. I'll take you over there. Better look. There's the shelter. Nice and dark. Say hi, Lauren. Say hi. Hi, guys.
Not telling.
Unless you're going to the bear bin, which is right here. So that's where our food is, in the bear bin. And we got some bear bags hanging as well. And we got a beautiful sunset happening there behind us. So a bunch of campers here tonight. Good crew. Take me over to my tent. Got a hammock camper there. The guy's through hiking. Here's my tent here. So I'm ready to go for tonight. Just about 8 o'clock right now. Most people are retiring, so I'm gonna do the same. We're gonna try and get some good distance in tomorrow. We're either gonna go to Woody Gap or can't remember where else. So, but I'll catch you up in the morning. Bye. All right, we just left Gooch Mtn Shelter. We're on our way to Gooch Gap Shelter for today. It'll be about 8 miles. If we're feeling really good, we'll keep on going past that to Woody Gap. But it's about 9:40 in the morning. Beautiful outside. Doing a little ridge walking now as we get off of this mountain before we get to Sassafras. So beautiful day, feeling good, great night's sleep. Oh, that wind just feels awesome. And real rocky, but should be a good day. We haven't checked the weather, but it looks awesome outside, so hopefully we have another great day hiking on the AT. All right, see ya. All right, so we're going downhill here off of Hawk Mountain. And there's Billy here. Kristen a little bit ahead of him. And it's just absolutely beautiful. Being up on this little ridge here. So, all right, we'll check in with you later. All right, so we're in Horse Gap right now. Just came down pretty good decline, probably the worst this trip so far. It was tough on the knees, and we're gonna go up that right now, which is Sassafras Mountain, and that's going to be just over 700 feet elevation in less than a mile. So that's going to be about as tough as our first day on the approach trail. So there's actually a whole crew here, we've all been passing each other and getting past. Pretty much all gonna tackle this at the same time. Everybody's getting carved up and getting some energy, hydration before we tackle this mountain. So it is beautiful out here. It is quiet, with the exception of us. Birds are chirping, things are green, things are looking awesome. So we'll catch you on the other side of Sassafras, all right? All right, so we're about a third of the way up Sassafras, and just came out of Horse Gap, had some pineapple, banana, dried fruit, staying hydrated. So we're now going up that way. So I'll see you at the top. All right, so still on Sassafras, but I needed a little breather. Pretty awesome. Some wildflowers there actually, so that's pretty cool. We just did a switchback, so I don't know, we must have done a few hundred feet going one way. Now we did a sharp turn to get some elevation. Anyway, it's awesome. So right here, right down the side of Sassafras, all's good, plenty of water. When we left Hawk Mountain, I think it was about 5 or 6 miles before the next water source. So we definitely are carrying a lot of water at this point just to make sure we stay hydrated. So, all right, gotta keep moving. All right, so we're coming up Sassafras here. Little big snake. What kind did you say it was, Lenny?
Black rat snake.
All right.
Pretty rad.
The first snake we've seen.
Yeah. It looks like he's got, right by the small rock in about the center of his body, it looks like a big bubble from a mouse.
Yeah. Maybe I'll take him home. He can sleep in my tent tonight.
Yeah.
Keep those mice away.
Cuddle buddy.
Still on Sassafras.
I think they're more ambush predators.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll like do it.
All right, so we're not at the top of Sassafras yet, but almost there. Lots of green, really pretty. That's Sassafras right there. So, another couple hundred feet of elevation. It looked like coming up this hill that this was the top, but as soon as you got in the clearing, you could really get a picture of where Sassafras is. So that's where we're heading. All right, so we're at Sassafras Mountain. Just made it to the top. Just getting a breather. up, man? It's all downhill from here. It's either good or bad, I don't know. Bad for me.
Bad for me.
Yeah. So we're at 3,400 feet. So this is probably the highest climb so far in the last couple days, with the exception of Blood Mountain, which is coming up in about 2 days. That's gonna be about 4,500 feet. So this wasn't too tough up, but the down is almost straight down right now. So that's gonna be tough on the knees. But other than that, feeling good. Plenty of water. We don't have water for 3 more miles. So I'm gonna make sure I'm rationing there. So we'll check in with you later. So still coming down Sassafras. We're all kind of at a different pace. So it looks like I've got a little bit of alone time, but I thought that was kind of a cool shot of the trail down there behind me. Don't see many straight and narrows like that. An awesome view. Alright, got somebody coming up behind me. I'm at a little quicker pace than him, so I'll get going. See ya. All right, so we're still heading down to Justice Creek and gonna get some water. It's pretty crowded down there. This is our first water source for about 5 or 6 miles after Hawk Mountain. So people probably putting their feet in and just taking a break. All right. We left Justice Creek, I guess, about 10 minutes ago. We filled up all our water there. Probably carrying too much water at this point because we only had about 1.5 miles to go. But we are approaching Gooch Gap Shelter. That's where we're gonna stay for the night. I think it's about 3:15 right now. So it's only another 1/10 of a mile. So we're still following the white blazes. That's how you know you're on trail. So it's getting warm today. It's been warmer than yesterday for sure. So it's important we're staying hydrated. So I got my hydration pack. I just had a bunch of Crystal Light iced tea, one of my luxury items. So everything's going cool. So we'll check in once I get to Gooch Gap Shelter. See ya. All right. End of day 3. We are now at the Gooch Gap Shelter, water source down there. That way is to the trail. This way to the shelter. You can see the blue blaze. So we'll follow that down, get some water, get some relaxation, and enjoy the rest of the evening in camp. It's beautiful out here, but it's hot, so I hope there's some shade there. All right, till later. All right, we're at Gooch Gap Shelter now. Say hey, Billy.
Hey, what's up?
Tony.
What's up?
Oh, I see we got the blue memo today again. All right, right on. There's a shelter up here. Nice porch this time, so that was cool. Had a little rain last night. And we're on a mountain. We got a hill here. Camp last night was set up way down there. So today we got about 8 miles to do to Lance Creek. And we got a few mountains to climb today. We have Ramrock Mountain, Black Mountain, Big Cedar Mountain. I think there's a 4th one too. But so it'll be a tough day. There's some bad rain forecasted for later tonight, so we're gonna get moving
here and try and get there at a decent time so we can set up before the rain comes in. But it is awesome today. There's our bear bin. Put the food in there overnight. Otherwise, things are going awesome. Slept really good last night. It was the best sleep so far. Had some rain during the night, so I think that helped. Just popped some ibuprofen. Gonna do some stretching, and then we're gonna get on the road. So we'll check in later, all right? All right, we just came out of Gooch Gap, and I'm not sure what we're heading up now, but that's the crew I've been hiking with most of the time, and probably can't appreciate it on video through these trees, but there's an amazing view. So doing a lot of up and downhill today, and 8.2 miles. So temperatures are a little cooler, which is nice, but that sun is still out, so doing a little sweating. So I'll check in with you guys later. All right, bye. All right, so we're still moving along. Just came down a pretty good peak here, but overall today's been pretty manageable. So I guess we've been hiking about an hour or so, and really pretty. Birds are chirping. Everything's starting to green up. It's really nice. So see a tall mountain ahead of us. So I think that might be Ramrock Mountain that we might be heading up towards. So catch you later. All right, we just made it to the top of Ramrock Mountain. Pretty awesome view out there. Nice challenge uphill. Just ran out of water in my hydration pack, so about a mile before I get to more water sources. I have about a smart water bottle left, so it's always my plan if I run out of water in my bladder. I've got that smart water for reserves. The temps dropped a little bit up here, so that's really nice. It's beautiful out here. All right, so we're still coming down Ramrock Mountain. I think that's it, somewhere up there. And it's just a beautiful view of the valley right now. And the trail heads that way. I don't know if you can see the white blaze. I just saw it when I turned around, but anyway, it's gorgeous out here. And we're still hiking. See you later. All right, we're here at Woody Gap. We just came from the trail right there behind me, and pretty crowded here. There's a parking lot and there's some camping and stuff. A lot of day hikers come here, but it's Saturday. We just remembered that, so there's a good amount of activity here. People coming and staying. So we're not gonna stick around too long. We're gonna get moving. Keep on going. All right, we're heading up Preacher Rock right now, and right after Woody Gap, and really pretty outside. I believe either that one was Ramrock Mountain. But we just came from down there, and we're doing the switchback, which is usually what occurs when things get pretty steep. So I'm gonna have to put the phone down now because I'm gonna have to use a little bit of both hands. So we'll check in later. All right, we're on Big Cedar Mountain now, and we just saw Preacher's Rock, and so we just summited Big Cedar Mountain. I think that's what it's called, and we're gonna be coming down the other side, stop again for some water, and then kind of play it by ear, see what happens the rest of the day. Here we go. It's my hiking crew there. It's really pretty out here. It's hot though. All right, we'll check in later. All right, so we're at Lance Creek right now. Undecided if we are going to stay the night or not. We might keep pushing on to Jarrard Gap, but it's really cool. There's a footbridge here, and really nice stream. So I'll touch base in a little bit, see what we decided to do. All right, so we left Lance Creek and decided to push on to Jarrard Gap. It's another 2.4 miles. We've already gone about a half a mile, so it's only about 3:45, so we're planning on getting there by around 5-ish, which would be awesome. That way we have a shorter day tomorrow, getting up Blood Mountain and then hitting Neel Gap. So we're still following the white blazes, except we're going that way. So that's a water source right there. We're pretty good on water, so we're not gonna get water, but had to stop because all the wildflowers are just awesome. It's just beautiful. All right, we'll check in with you later if anything good comes up or when we get to Jarrard Gap. Later. I'm gonna give you a little view of what's going on here on the AT. We are on our way to, by we, I mean me. We've all kind of split up a little bit, having some alone time. So, on our way to Jarrard Gap for the night. So this is just a look at what the AT looks like in this area. About to get in. Pretty cool.
Following the white blazes. Don't go that way. Oh, the white blaze. Alright, we're going downhill now, so I need my trekking poles.
Hey Tony, get over here and push this up.
It's too heavy. You got it.
There it goes. Alright.
But
Well, I have to get it higher to do the PCB thing. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, watch out!
oh my god.
Alright, so it's day 5. This is the stuff that sucks. So it stormed all night. Crazy wind, crazy rain, some crazy thunder and lightning. So it's about 7:15 right now, and we just kind of assess what we're gonna do. We have 5 miles to Neel Gap to do today, but it's gonna rain all day. So we're going to just suck it up and throw all our stuff together and trying to make it to a shelter that's about an hour and a half from now, about halfway up Blood Mountain. So that's our best course of action. Things are going to be very, very wet, and it's very cold. It's about 50 degrees. So we're going to do the best we can do to get up there and then reassess things, probably cook some breakfast or something once we get to the shelter, figure out the rest of the game plan for the day. So that's what we're doing now. Checking later.
Alright, so here we are at Jarrard Gap. We're going to get ready to go up to Woods Hole Shelter, about 1.5 miles up Blood Mountain. So you can see it's pretty darn wet. That's the AT right that way. So basically the AT goes right through our camp. My tent, luckily not in that puddle. And another good news, bear bags survived, so I'm going to get those down. That's where we came from, AT, south, so check in later. Alright, so we're on a mad dash to get all our gear down and get going. So, as soon as my tent's down though, everything will be soaked, so I want to do it quick and then get moving. Alright, later.
Okay, so we are about halfway to Woods Gap, or Woods Hole Shelter, and still hiking up. It's foggy, it's about 50 degrees. The rain let up a little bit, so that's a good sign. Hopefully we can get to point A and point B. My glasses are fogging up, and oh, something they don't mention, or I maybe forgot, was that the trail becomes the riverbed for all the water to come off the mountain. So the trail is mighty, mighty wet. All right, I'll check in with you later.
All right, so we're still coming down into the shelter here. But as I was mentioning earlier, it's pretty wet. And thankfully the kind trail maintenance folks, they do these little runoffs to the side every once in a while. That helps catch a lot of the downstream flow of water. So, alright, rain looks to be keep picking up again, so probably wasted too much time videoing. Till later.
Alright, so we're at the Woods Hole Shelter. Day 5 morning, we just hiked up from Jarrard Gap, and we're still making the ascent up Blood Mountain. We stopped here for water, a proper breakfast, because we had to pack up our whole site in the rain. Everything was just soaked, no cooking or anything, so still just drizzling a little bit. Good info for anybody that's planning on camping at Jarrard Gap. There is a bear bin here, and you can hang your bear bags. So there is something in the AT guide that says you must have your own bear canister, but I would definitely say stay here because bear bin and Jarrard Gap is really high impacted. It was really crowded, and it really was bad during storms. So nice shelter here, best privy so far, if that's saying anything. So we'll check in with you later, maybe not till we get to the top of Blood. We're going from 3,100 feet to about 4,500 feet, so it's gonna be a beast. It's the highest point on the AT in Georgia, so we'll check in with you later. All right, we made it up Blood Mountain. Really no problem. It stinks. There supposedly is a beautiful view right there, but everything's fogged over, we're wet, we are soaked. So we're at the summit of Blood Mountain. That's the shelter back there. I don't know how old it is, I'll have to find out how old it is, but it's all made of stone. But pretty cool, good accomplishment. So we're gonna chill here a little bit, get dry, and then make our way down to Neel Gap. Still up on Blood Mountain. What an amazing view. Yeah, right. Just a bunch of fog. I don't know if you can hear the wind is ripping. Probably 50 outside, a little rain. All right, heading down now. And some slippery rocks, so I'll catch in with you later, hopefully at the bottom.
Whoa, alright, this is pretty epic. So that's where I've been. Basically, the whole trail so far has been this, with just water running down it. I don't even know if you can hear me, the wind is just ripping. And there's a white blaze right there. And it looks like it just goes right off the side of the mountain, but I'm sure there's a little trail there. The fog is just ripping through here. Barely see the tree line across. So Blood Mountain today was no joke. All right, check in with you later.
All right, made it to Neels Gap. That is the trail right there, and this is mountain crossings. So you can see in the tree, everybody throws their shoes that's quitting or trades in their shoes for something more trail worthy. So this is the mountain crossing store. That is the hostel. That is the only, I think, man-made covered area of the entire AT. So the Appalachian Trail actually goes right under there and then keeps going. So over 40 miles here in, I guess, 4 days. So it was a good time. I wish the weather was a little nicer on this last day, but given the weather, I'm thankful I'm not gonna keep going, but I've said farewell to a couple of the gang that I've been hiking a lot with the last few days. So someday, hopefully, I'll be back here, walk through the tunnel, and we'll just keep on going. All right, for now, later.